Hello dear friend, and welcome to Morganlee Yoga. Today's class is going to be a full body beginner flow, and I am going to be using my blocks throughout today's practice. So if you have some available or a substitute, please go ahead and bring those to your mat, and let's get started. We will begin standing today. We're just going to take a moment here and just warm up all of our muscles before we start to flow. So inhale, reach your hands to the sky, big breath in. Exhale, release down. Step your right foot at an angle behind, crossing over towards the left. Inhale, reach your right arm to the sky. Go ahead and grab onto that wrist and gently pull to the left. Finding a side body stretch here as we begin today. Big breath in. Exhale, release. Let's do that on the other side. Cross your left foot back and behind and grab onto that left wrist. Nice and gentle here. We don't need to force anything. No need to go super deep here. Big breath in. And come back through center. Go ahead and let's circle our arms forward and back a couple of times. Keep that core nice and tight and pulled in. Our shoulders are down and away from our ears, relaxed. Next time your arms are up, let's reverse that circle, go forward. Big breath through your nose. And release your hands down. Let's just do little tiny circles with our shoulders going forward here. And going backwards. It's my dog Mavis. Great, wiggle it out, shake it out. Let's do some hip circles. So first take your hips to the right and to the forward, to the left and back, and smooth it out. Really exaggerate this. Coming almost into a forward fold and almost into a back bend, getting into all the creaks and crevices here, working it all out. And then let's reverse, go the other direction. Great job, come back through center. Let's just do a couple of hip rolls here. So stepping our right foot up and around, and then our left, and just kind of going back and forth here. It doesn't have to be super high if your hip rolls are down here. I'm okay with that. We're just kind of waking everything up. Great job, let's do one more on that side. All right, let's go ahead and begin flowing today. Make your way to the top of your mat. We are going to start with just a quick balancing pose here, activating our core, stretching out our quad muscles. So shift your weight to your left foot. Inhale, bring that knee up, your right knee up, and pause here. You can catch it if that's a little more comfortable. Maybe do a few ankle rolls. Really pushing through that standing leg, lengthening through your spine. If we wibble wobble or fall down, we're okay with it. This is just practice. And then we're going to slide our hand down to our ankle as we lower our knee and bring it in line with our left knee, coming into a quad stretch here. Now, if you need to come over to a wall, hold on to something with your left hand, go ahead and do that. And just pull that heel up towards your glute. Stretching through the front of your thigh, activating our core, strengthening our standing leg here. Take one more breath in. Exhale, release down. Let's do that on the other side. Shifting your weight to your right foot. Inhale your left knee up, and go ahead and maybe catch that. Interlacing both hands around it, taking a few ankle rolls here. And then we're going to slide our left hand down to catch the ankle, pulling our knee in line with our right knee. Finding that quad stretch. Again, you can bring your hand out or onto a wall or a chair for a little extra stability and support. But see if you can try here to balance just a little bit, building up those muscles, challenging yourself just a little bit. Take one more breath in. And exhale, slowly release that down. Shake it out. We can start to flow from here. Have your blocks handy. Inhale, reach your hands up. Exhale, bend through your knees, bring your belly towards your thigh, come all the way to the earth. This is a great spot to use our blocks to bring our earth up to us. And then slowly you can start to straighten your legs a little bit more here. You don't need to come all the way straight, just a little bit, bringing a little bit of length here behind our hamstrings. Take a big breath in and a long, slow exhale. On your inhale, slide your hands up your legs, pausing at the top of your thighs, pulling your elbows in, flat back here. Inhaling and exhaling all the way back down. From here, plant your palms on your block, step your right foot back and then your left, and drop your knees down into our half plank position. Now I'm gonna kind of widen my arms out a little bit here since I'm using these blocks just to give myself a little bit more space. And we're gonna lower all the way down to our belly. Inhale, come up to a little baby cobra. Exhale, release. Using those blocks again, push up to that half plank. Curling your toes under and reaching your hips up to the sky for our downward facing dog. Not gonna be here very long. Just take a moment here, bending through one knee and then the other, stretching out through our hamstrings, using these blocks to make this pose a little bit more accessible to us. And then we're gonna drop our knees down to the earth. And this is where we are going to do our flows from here on out. So we're not gonna go back into that downward dog. We're just gonna shift into that half plank, lower down to our belly, take a small cobra and release. Push up to all fours and then sink your chest towards the earth, but keep your hips where they are, coming into a puppy. And then shift forward into that half plank. Lowering down, inhale cobra, exhale release, push up to all fours. Again, keeping your hips there, sinking your chest down, and it doesn't even have to go all the way down, just a little. Shifting forward into that half plank. Let's do this 2 more times. Just starting to build up our muscles here and getting used to this flow. Puppy. Last time, into our cobra. Inhaling and exhaling down, shift up to our tabletop. And this time we're gonna release our hands from those blocks and stay here in our tabletop position and just take a couple of cat-cows. So drop your belly down, really arching through that back. Inhale, gaze up towards the ceiling, take a big breath in. On your exhale, round through your spine, pull your navel in towards your spine and gaze towards your legs. Let it all go. Inhaling to look up. Exhaling round. Take a few here, following your own breath. One. Come back through center. Bring those blocks back in. Give yourself a little bit of space here. And we're gonna step our right foot up in between our hands, coming into a low lunge. Let's just play around here for a minute. So become light on your fingertips if you can here. Try not to push all your weight into your hands. Rolling our shoulders back. And then being mindful that our knee is staying over our ankle. So that might mean you have to adjust your foot just a little bit. What we want to avoid is being in this position. So we want our knee more forward. And then see if you can sink that left hip down towards the earth. Find a good stretch there. And then we'll shift back towards center. Step our right foot back, plant your palms, and step your left foot up towards the top, and repeat that on this side. Taking a moment to play around with our foot position, being light on our fingertips. and then pulling our right hip towards the earth to get a little deeper stretch here through our right quad. So just taking a moment here. And then stepping our left foot back to meet our right. Let's take that flow again, shifting forward into our half plank, lowering all the way down. Maybe this time coming up a little bit further and releasing. Push up to all fours. Sink your hips back and come into a child's pose. Keeping your hands on your blocks, you can slide them a little towards you and just releasing your forehead to the earth. This will just give you a little extra stretch through your shoulders. Of course, if it's too much, you can remove those blocks and just have your hands on the earth. Taking a couple of deep breaths, surrendering here to this pose. And coming all the way up to all fours, releasing our hands from those blocks. Go ahead and swing your legs to either side. Come all the way around into a seated position. Sukhasana, easy pose. So we're just going to gently cross our legs here. Now this is another great place to use your block, especially if this is just a hard position to be in. Just gently bring it under here and have a seat. It just offers more space, more availability for your knees to open and your hips to open. So give that a try if it's just super uncomfortable. And of course, you can always take any version of a seat that fits your body the best. So we're going to go ahead and take a few more stretches here. I'm going to use this other block as we do it. So bringing that block to the right side, plant your hand on it. Left hand reaches up high to the sky, and then go ahead and bend into your right arm, stretching over to the right. Nice and deep here. You can gaze up towards the sky, open up that heart, and come all the way up. Let's switch that block to the other side, and we'll stretch over to the left this time. Big breath in. Exhale, open up to the sky. Come all the way up, release your hands down, and go ahead and bring them out in front of you and gently walk them forward. And just release your head down towards the earth. Not forcing ourselves into any form here, not expecting anything, just simply being and experiencing these stretches in our body. And walk all the way back up. Let's take a gentle twist here to the left. Using that block again, we're going to bring it back behind us, crossing our right arm in front, and our left hand comes back behind, grabbing onto that block to just lift us up a little bit more. Big breath in. And on your exhale, if it's available, you can twist just a tiny bit more. Again, not forcing your body into a specific shape, just simply allowing your breath to guide you. Come back through center, bring that block with you over to the other side, and we'll twist to the right this time, crossing our left arm in front and our right hand behind. Come back through center. And I'm gonna go ahead and remove the block that I'm sitting on and straighten out through both of my legs here. And then we can bring our block underneath our knees just to offer, again, a little more space. You can do two blocks if that is more comfortable for you. So take whichever version feels the best. And then we're gonna bring our belly towards our thighs and release our hands down towards our feet, and let this be a really passive stretch here. We are not holding, we are not straining any muscles. This is nice and easy. Just fully surrendering here to this forward fold. Letting your head hang low. and exhale, let it all go. And slowly roll all the way back up. Remove those blocks, and we're gonna come all the way down onto our back for our final resting posture of Shavasana. So when you arrive here, take any final movements or stretches that might be calling your name, and then straighten out through your legs. Lift your arms up overhead. Take one deep breath in. And exhale, release your hands to your side. And right before we settle into this pose, we're just gonna take a moment and tense all of our muscles, activate them one last time, and then fully surrender into our mat here. So starting with your feet and your toes, scrunch up your toes, flex your feet, engage your calf muscles, your quads, your glutes, your core, your hands into fists, your arms, your shoulders, scrunch up your face. Inhale here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release all of the tension out of your body. Sigh it out. And completely surrender here to your yoga mat for just a few moments before you continue on with your day. Letting your breath be your guide and your anchor, keeping you here in this present moment, trying not to let your thoughts wander or take you away from your mat. Really focusing on your inhale and exhale. Stay here for as long as you want or need today. I appreciate you being here, sharing your time on your mat with me. And we'll end today's practice bringing our hands up to our third eye and saying namaste.